time of year, we're all trying to eat a little bit healthier, but it's also still cold outside, so you want your soups and your comfort food, but a lot of times the soups are real creamy or they're full of salt. So I'm going to show you an easy way to do soup, and you could do it with many different vegetables here. So what I'm doing, it's an acorn squash soup, and you could use butternut or pumpkin. You know, I try to make things as simple as possible in the kitchen, so all I did was I took my acorn squash and I cut it in half and I roasted it flesh side down, and I did the same thing with my onion. I also have in here some garlic cloves that I roasted. So you've got the nice garlic cloves, and everything has that kind of caramelized flavor from roasting. And that adds a lot of flavor to your soup, so you don't have to add as much salt or cream. So I'm going to get my onions chopped up and get all of my acorn squash in the pot, and I'll show you how the soup comes together. Okay, so I've got all of my ingredients that I baked off, and you see I've got my onions, my garlic's all roasted, and just wonderful caramelization on the onion. Since most of your ingredients are already cooked, you just have to puree it, and you have a really nice soup ready to go. So I've got my soup nice and pureed, and you can bring in as much broth or as little as you want depending on the thickness you'd like to have. And I like to get just a little bit of milk in because that does give it a little bit of a velvety texture, and you really don't need very much. So to season this, I'm just going to get in a little bit of cinnamon and also some amaretto or brandy. This gives it just a really warm flavor and nice and toasty. And then you'll want to start tasting it and just bring in as much or as little salt as you like. And bring that up to a simmer. Let it simmer for about 5 minutes to get the alcohol to burn off a little bit. And then you've got a wonderful velvety soup. So you can find this recipe in Wednesday's flavor section of the Tyler paper or on cbs19.tv.